Jason Fried, Getting Real, the smarter, faster, easier way to build a successful web application. Embark on a journey to discover the smarter, faster, and easier way of building a successful web application with Getting Real by Jason Fried. This summary unravels the secrets of outperforming competitors by doing less, focusing on essential features, and catering to your own needs instead of merely reproducing successful businesses. Learn how to stay agile, determine priorities, optimize schedules, and choose the right team members as you strive to create paradigm-shifting products. As you progress through this summary, you'll find valuable insights on how to master the art of launching and promoting your projects.
Embrace simplicity, ignore complexity. Contrary to popular belief, outperforming the competition isn't about copying the most successful company or overcomplicating products. Instead, focus on providing simpler and more essential solutions that cater to personal needs. By building a product that addresses your own problems, you can be your own target audience, saving time and money on market research. Start with whatever resources you have and avoid external funding to maintain control over your project's vision. Throughout the entrepreneurial world, people often advise copying industry leaders as a surefire way to succeed in business. However, this isn't the best approach. Emulating competitors can lead to convoluted and ineffective products that don't provide value to customers. Instead of getting tangled in complexity, underdo your competition. How? Offer fewer features and focus on simplicity and quality. If your competitor sells a product with 10 features, create one with just 5. By providing a simpler choice, you'll distinguish yourself as the go-to for customers not interested in overcomplicated solutions, leaving complex projects to those with established resources to handle them. To determine the essential features of your product, focus on creating solutions for your own problems. There's a high chance that others, like you, face similar challenges and would welcome a product that addresses their needs. This approach cuts down on unnecessary market research and customer feedback expenses. Take the author's first web application, Basecamp, for example. He needed a communication tool for his web design company but couldn't find a suitable option in the market. So, he created one to fit his specific needs, and Basecamp became an instant success. Avoid seeking external funding while developing a product tailored to your personal needs. By involving investors, you risk getting bogged down by their expectations for extensive market research and competitive products. Starting with your own resources allows you to maintain control over your vision and remain your own boss throughout the process. Stay agile, stay small. Embracing the power of a small business size can be a valuable advantage in an ever-changing market. Agility and adaptability are key aspects that allow entrepreneurs to seize opportunities and rapidly discard unproductive ideas. To keep a company lean, focus on simplicity, form small teams, and maintain a streamlined product offering. Adopt the rule of 3, a well-rounded trio to address development, design, and mediation for web applications, or core technology, business development, and financial management for other products. If more than 3 people are needed to launch your initial product, consider re-evaluating and simplifying your idea. Get your product launch ready. To successfully launch a product, start by clearly defining its purpose and target audience. Avoid getting lost in minute details during the development stage, instead focusing on the broader outline. Don't waste energy worrying about future scaling issues, refine and grow your product based on market data once it's live. Have a game-changing product idea? Before rushing to release it, pause and establish priorities to lay the foundation for success. Begin by articulating your product's purpose and unique selling point. Ask yourself why your product exists and what sets it apart from competitors. For instance, when creating the To-Do-List application, the author's vision was to compete with a Post-it. Next, identify a niche customer base, those who are genuinely excited about your product. Targeting such a group is more effective than trying to satisfy a larger, more diverse audience. Remember, during the initial stages of development, don't get lost in the finer details. Concentrating on minutiae may lead to disagreements over trivial elements, causing unnecessary delays and potentially compromising the end result. Think of product development like drawing. First, get the general proportions and broad outline right. Once there's a solid framework in place, you can refine the details. Also, don't spend precious time fretting about future challenges such as scaling your business. Address these issues when they become relevant, and adjust based on the market data you collect once your product is live. In essence, take the time to establish a clear vision, target the right audience, and build your product without obsessing over minor aspects. By following these guidelines, you're more likely to experience a successful product launch and enjoy sustained growth. Mastering time in business. Time management is crucial in business, and optimizing your schedule can help you avoid wasting it. Create distraction-free workspaces and limit meetings to maintain productivity. Encourage efficient communication and integrated teamwork to streamline processes and achieve faster problem-solving across your company. In the world of business, time is a precious resource that can make the difference between success and failure. To make the most of the limited hours in a day, it's vital to create an environment that allows you and your team to work at peak productivity. Many people find that they're most efficient when distractions fade into the background, which often occurs during the quiet hours of early morning or late night. Achieving this state of complete focus, known as the zone, can be an invaluable asset in maximizing your efficiency. To maintain this state of heightened concentration, it's crucial to minimize interruptions. Consider setting aside half of your workday as distraction-free time, free from phone calls, emails, and idle conversations. Meetings can be a notorious time drain, so aim to keep them brief and to the point by limiting their duration to 30 minutes and inviting only essential participants. Ensuring that each meeting has a clear agenda will further guarantee that it serves a purpose and doesn't devolve into a time-wasting exercise. Efficient communication is another key to time management in business. Avoid the pitfall of siloing your company, in which separate departments become isolated from one another, making collaboration difficult and slowing down processes. Instead, cultivate an atmosphere of cooperative teamwork by creating integrated teams in which diverse skill sets come together to tackle projects. For example, copywriters should collaborate with designers, while developers should work alongside customer support representatives. With such synergized teams in place, information will flow smoothly between various departments, customer concerns can be addressed more promptly, and your organization will be better equipped to navigate the challenges that lie ahead. Assembling a dynamic startup team. When building your startup team, focus on well-rounded, broadly talented individuals instead of trying to create an A-team. Team members should have a specialty but should also be adaptable to other tasks. Emphasize enthusiasm and genuine interest in the project over expertise, as this will boost morale and growth. Seek people with corporate backgrounds who will appreciate the agility of a startup and bring energy to the group. To maintain a lean operation, delay hiring new members as long as possible before product launch, avoiding unnecessary complications from new hires who may not mesh with the company culture. If feasible, consider alternative solutions to getting tasks done without expanding the team, even if it requires scaling back the project's ambitions. Essential features, successful products. As a budding entrepreneur, the inclination to incorporate numerous features into your product can be tempting, but restraint is key to creating a successful application. Remember, it's better to launch a streamlined, half-finished product than a cluttered, poorly executed one. Take inspiration from Mark Zuckerberg, who introduced an unpolished version of Facebook and continuously refined it over time. Focus on the most essential features of your product, and be prepared to say no. Embrace the wisdom of Steve Jobs, who emphasized that true innovation comes from focusing on the most crucial elements and excluding the rest. Crafting impactful interfaces. First impressions play a critical role in software applications, making interfaces the heart of your product. To build an outstanding interface, begin by identifying and focusing on each page's core element. Prioritize developing the interface before diving into extensive programming to avoid future complications. Additionally, refrain from overwhelming users with excessive customization options, as it can lead to increased development time and complexity. Keep things simple for an effective and user-friendly application. Undeniably, an exceptional interface is vital for any software application, since users interact with it right from the beginning. As the face of your product, prioritizing interface design during the development process is crucial. This is particularly true for web applications, where perfecting the interface should precede the majority of programming tasks. Neglecting to prioritize the interface may lead to complicated and costly challenges in fixing or enhancing it later on. To create a captivating interface, concentrate on the core element of each page, leaving the rest for later stages. To identify the core element, ask yourself critical questions such as, what is the essence of this page, and which component is indispensable for user understanding? For instance, when designing a blog, the blog post itself is the core, not the headers or menu sidebars. Focusing on the blog post ensures effective design and user engagement. Moreover, a user-friendly interface largely depends on the quality of preferences provided. It's tempting to let users make design decisions through preferences. However, this may lead to more code, longer development time, increased testing, and additional complications. Remember that endless customization options can burden users rather than enhance their experience. Instead, maintain a simpler approach by minimizing or even skipping preferences altogether. By honing in on solid design principles and avoiding unnecessary complexities, you'll develop an impactful and user-centric interface. Seamless product launch strategy. Entice potential customers with an easy-to-use product launch strategy, simplify sign-ups, avoid long-term contracts, offer free samples, and utilize blogging for promotion. Ensuring a painless user experience when accessing your product is crucial for converting visitors into loyal customers. So, you've developed an incredible product and are eager to share it with the world. A successful launch strategy will focus on making it effortless for users to access and try your product. Start by streamlining the sign-up process, allowing users to register in less than a minute. This frictionless experience will encourage visitors to take the plunge and become actual customers. However, don't stop at registration. Offer potential users an opportunity to test drive your product without needing to provide payment information. This not only builds trust but also showcases the value of your product. Another critical aspect of the launch strategy is to avoid long-term contracts, which can intimidate customers. Instead, opt for monthly billing with no long-term commitments or penalties. Transparent and fair pricing policies are more likely to create loyal, satisfied customers. Next, consider offering free samples or trial versions of your product. In a world saturated with advertising, freebies can help cut through the noise and spark interest in your brand. Apple, for instance, used this tactic by providing free iTunes software, subsequently generating excitement around its iPod and iTunes Store. Lastly, promote your product effectively by leveraging blogging rather than conventional advertising methods. Blogging is an informal, low-cost approach to directly connect with your target audience, share detailed information about your offer, and generate buzz for your brand. By focusing on a user-friendly experience, enticing potential customers with free trials, and harnessing the power of blogging for promotion, your product will stand out in today's competitive marketplace.
The core message of Getting Real is to do more with less and avoid succumbing to the pressure of outwitting competitors by replicating their strategies. Instead, focus on developing simple, well-constructed products that address your personal needs, enabling easier identification and connection with your target audience. Staying small, flexible, and prioritizing tasks wisely empowers a company to react swiftly to changes in the market. To achieve maximum impact, pay close attention to user interface, improve customer experience with smart launch tactics, and leverage blogging as a means to reach your audience more effectively. Throughout this journey, staying lean and agile is essential for fostering success.